just when I thought I was done talking about Star Wars, they pulled me right back in. God damn it. All right. So some news broke, what was it, a day or two ago? And basically, now that Rise of Skywalker is out, we are done with the Skywalkers finally. But before I get to that point, we got, well, okay, this is a rumor. We don't know yet, but the source that this comes from is somewhat reliable. I've heard, I watched the John Campea show, and from what I read online, it's a somewhat credible source. Like, they're mostly right, but sometimes they're wrong, but they're mostly right. They have been right about things, but they've also been wrong about some things. So basically, we are getting a new Star Wars, well, not trilogy, but series of films that's going to take place during the High Republic era. Now, I'm not like too familiar with the Old Republic or anything pre New Hope or pre Phantom Menace. Pre Phantom Menace, I'm not too familiar with. Like, if it's in a novel or comic book, I have read some Star Wars comic books, but I'm not like deep into the Star Wars lore, so I'm not too familiar with the Old and High Republic era. But I do know some characters that are in the Old and High Republic era. And I've been doing my research ever since this news broke. So I've been looking into the timeline. I've been looking into, things like that. So this comes from a somewhat credible source. I'm excited. I'm hoping this is true because I'm excited about it. Because like I said, I'm sick of the sky. I'm sick of seeing and hearing about the Skywalkers. So I'm glad that this new trilogy is over. I'm glad that the whole Skywalker saga is over. They had basically the Skywalkers got 9 movies to themselves about their family. I'm sick of it. I mean, that's me personally. I mean, other people might be, but I mean, with Force Awakens, I was excited. It's like, okay, yes, but then by the time we got to Rise of Skywalker, I'm like, all right, I'm Skywalkered out. I don't know. I'm done with Luke, and I'm done with Vader, and I'm done with Kylo. I just anyway, because the way I see it is, let's expand the universe, not shrink it. And which is why I personally hated that Rey was related to Palpatine. Spoiler alert. But I feel like at this point, it's been out for what, like 3 weeks or something? No, almost a month. Whatever. Um, Everybody who wanted to see it has gone to go see it multiple times, probably, or once. So once was enough for me. But yeah, that's why I hated the fact that Rey was related to Palpatine. And then I read somewhere online that I forget the black lady who owned the horses. She's like the daughter of Lando, and I hate that everybody has to be related or connected somehow, because that shrinks your universe instead of expanding your universe, I would have rather Ray just be a whole brand new character, not connected to any of the old characters, a nobody pretty much. That was one of my gripes with the new trilogy, is that I would have loved to rather have seen Ray be a nobody and become somebody. And, at the end, basically deserving of that Skywalker last name. But the fact that you're a Palpatine and you're like, no, my last name is Skywalker. It's like, all right, anyway. But yes, I'm excited that if this is true, big if, because once again it's a rumor, it could be false. The series of films are rumored to be released 2022, then 2024, and then 2026. So, if the first of the series of films, um, and then I believe there will be more films after 2026, but for right now, they're just planning out those 3 years. So allegedly. Um, so Lost my train of thought. Anyway, yes. So 2026, 2022. If that's the case, that means Disney, if this is true, Disney is going to or should allegedly announce these new series of films by the end of 2020. Because if it's coming out 2022, let's say hypothetically December 2022, because that's basically Star Wars slot. So December 2022, that means they got to start production early 2021, I would say, maybe even mid 2021. Um, yeah, probably early mid 2021. So that means we should hear, if this is true, once again, um, we should hear something from Disney by the end of this year or early 2021. Either way, I'm hoping this is true because we get whole new characters, we'll get whole new planets, we'll get a brand new big bad, which I feel like this new trilogy was lacking. I like Kylo, but he just didn't scream bad guy to me. And the way Rise of Skywalker ended, he wasn't no damn bad guy to begin with. So, and there was the comic book of the Rise of Kylo Ren that showed that he didn't even destroy Luke's temple, and he didn't really. I mean, he did kill some of the students, but it was in self-defense technically. So he's not. I don't know. And then he was like, I don't know. It just it felt forced. So hopefully we get a legit evil bad guy. And if you guys have watched any of my other videos, it's the fact that I am all about villains being villains, bad guys being evil just because they're evil. Like, not everything needs an explanation. Not all the villains need to be they don't need to be turned redeemed and turned back to the good side. That's not how life works. Sometimes you die a villain. You live by the sword, die by the sword. We just need a bad guy to stay bad. All right. And that's another thing I hated with Kylo. Like, it just felt, we saw that with Vader. Why couldn't he just stay bad and die bad? Or instead of dying bad, he just became the new bad guy. He gets away and then they're forever fighting each other. Anyway, so this new High Republic era, it brings to attention, like, okay, well, what type of characters are we going to see? And I know that Yoda is in the original trilogy, he's about 900 years old, give or take. So during the High Republic era, a young Yoda is around. So we might get to see young Yoda, but once again, it's a rumor. But once again, I don't want to see young Yoda. Like, maybe a cameo appearance would be cool, but I would rather not. I don't want to see no characters from the original trilogy, in my opinion, because once again, expand your universe. Do not shrink it. Don't connect it. Maybe a really, really quick cameo. Just don't. Which is why I like The Mandalorian, because we're seeing new characters. We're seeing other worlds. We're seeing, yeah, familiar places in The Mandalorian, but new characters, new world. So yeah, I know the Old Republic, High Republic has to do with, it's mostly discussed and covered in like comic books and novels and video games. But from what I'm reading, almost everything from expanded universe canon won't matter, but it won't be erased either. So, I don't know. It might be, I don't know if they're going to include characters like Darth Bane or Darth, and I know I'm about to butcher his name. It's either Raven, like, I don't know, Raven, but pronounced. It's either Dark Revan or Raven. I don't know. I'm going to go with one of those two. But for those of you who don't know what Darth Bane looks like, if you want to know who he is, he's the one who came up with the rule of two for the Sith. There is always a master and an apprentice. No more, no less. So he's the guy who came up with um, that rule, and they also said that by the in these new series of films, the High Republic era, the rule of two would have been in place for a while. So maybe we'll get to see Dark Bane. Um, for those for those of you who want to know what he looks like, not familiar with the comic books, not familiar with the novels, that's what Dark Bane looks like. Um, and the other Sith is Dark. Oh, I feel like I'm butchering his name. I feel like it's Revan. Let me know in the comments below, even though I know I can't hear text, but maybe y'all could break it down for me. Maybe I'm pronouncing it right. Let me know, because I know Star Wars fans, at least the hardcore Star Wars fans, y'all have probably ripped me apart in the comments. But Darth Revan, I'm gonna call him that. He looks badass. I mean, they both look badass, but this is Dark Revan. And so now who these characters are specifically, that's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. And I'm digging the mask. Can I just side note? I am digging the mask on these villains. You know, Darth Revan, Darth Vader, um, General Grievous, even though that was his face and not really a mask, but it was a mask face, whatever. And Kylo. That's another thing I hated about Kylo. Even though I like Kylo, I hated the fact that he kept taking his mask, his helmet off. Like, bro, that's a dope helmet. Leave it on. And then he kept smashing it, putting it back together, and smashing it again. It's like, what are you guys doing? But whatever. Yes, this is Darth Revan. I don't know too much about him. Um, But hey, if you guys would like to know who Darth Revan is and would like for me to go more into depth, I will do my research. I'll even read a few comic books or whatever into his background, and I'll do a video on Darth Revan. I might do one anyway, whether y'all want me to or not. Darth Bane, I'm curious to know more about Darth Bane. I know a little bit about Darth Bane, but not too much. So I'm gonna do my research on him too. I don't know. I might do a video on both these guys because they seem interesting. And if this rumor is true about the High Republic era, I don't know what's canon and what's not canon when it comes to books and, comic books and novels. And I don't know what they're going to include, what they're going to change and say what is canon and what is not. So maybe we might see Darth Bane in this new High Republic era of films. We might see Darth Revan. I don't know, but hopefully we do get to see these guys. Hopefully, because as of right now, if we're gonna go by the books, Darth Bane and Darth Revan are dead by the time of the Old Republic, High Republic, not Old Republic, High Republic era. But I don't know if the books are not canon, then screw it. They could be put in the movie. I don't know, because after this new trilogy, I just don't know anymore what they're doing. All I can say is hopefully they plan these movies out. Because clearly, with this new trilogy, Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, oh my God. Like, you could smell the unorganization with those films. I'm telling you. Golly. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'm excited for this, you know. Also, there's another character. Oh, Jabba the Hutt. I forgot to mention Jabba the Hutt during this High Republic era. He's young, really young, so he may not even be the crime lord that we come to know in the original trilogy yet. What's the name of the lady? I'm looking it up. Hold on. What was it? Maz? Not Maz. The lady with the glasses in Force Awakens in the new trilogy. Maz, Raz, Matt, whatever. I'm not gonna look it up right now. Anyway, she's pretty young because she's older than Yoda, so she's around during that time. But once again, okay, I wouldn't mind if she was in it, like a cameo. But as far as Yoda and Jabba the Hutt, I don't really. Actually, no, I don't mind Jabba. Thinking about it now, I don't mind Jabba. I don't mind Maz Kanata. I'm pretty sure that's her name. Once again, let me know down in the comments below if that's correct. I wouldn't mind seeing them too because Jabba's family, they're crime lords, so they got their excuse me, they got their hands in a lot of things, legal and illegal, mostly illegal. And then uh Maz Kanata, like it's bothering me. Hold on, let me see if I got her name right. But yeah, she Kanata, Maz Kanata. So I was close. That's I was close. Anyway, um I would like to see her. I wouldn't mind seeing her in the High Republic era because the building or that sanctuary temple place. Damn, y'all about to shred me apart in the comments. Um, I'm a casual Star Wars fan. Like I'm not deep into it like novels. Like I play the video games, I watch the movies, but I'm and the TV shows, but I'm not like reading the chapter books and every single comic book. I read some of the Vader series, like I'm yeah. Anyway, she is in charge of that building, and then many people come through there and share secrets, and she knows things. So it makes sense for them to pop up if they do make a cameo appearance in any of the series of films. It makes sense. I just don't want to see Yoda. I don't want to see any other, like, just give me everything brand new. I want everything new. I want everything planned out, and I want a bad guy to stay bad. Please. Damn. Is that too much to ask for? Like Darth Vader, I get it. Like that is a time that okay, a bad guy turning good worked out. Like it was fine. But Kylo, ugh. Anyway, oh, and Darth Maul, we didn't even get to see much of him. I mean, he was in the cartoon Star Wars Rebels. Whatever. I don't know. General Grievous, he was, he died a bad guy, lived by the bad guy code. Um, I don't. They had good bad guys. They just didn't last long. Darth Maul, General Grievous, Darth Vader lasted a long time, but then he turned good, which was fine. So he's my favorite. Kylo is anyway. Please, if this is true, Disney, Lucasfilms, plan the movies out. Take your time. Give us a good story. All right. Don't just please give us a good story and take your time. That's all I want because we don't want another Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker where I feel like some of us liked. Granted, Rise of Skywalker was good, but I feel like a lot of us probably liked Rise of Skywalker because of what we got in Last Jedi. Anyway, make it good, Disney. Take your time. All right, we're here. Just take your time. Anyway, I'm excited about this news. Let me know down in the comments below. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about this news. Is there any news updates? Anything I might have missed? Let me know down in the comments below. What characters would you like to see make cameo appearances during this era, or that I probably don't know about? Or hey, if you're deep in this Star Wars lore and you're into the books, like everything Star Wars, then update me. Like give me some knowledge on this High Republican era. I like to learn some more about this Republican era because I know about the Jedi and Sith army, and that's another thing I'm excited about. We get to see a lot of Jedi. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, the Sith army by the High Republic era time is pretty much done because the rule of two is set in motion. So the army of Sith is not going to be a thing. But hopefully, maybe in a live action TV show, not a cartoon, maybe in a spin-off film, we'll get to see an army of Sith against an army of Jedi, and I'm all for that. Make that happen. But once again, make it happen and make it make sense. Just have it organized. Dear Lord, have it organized. Oh, anyway, down in the comments below, covered that. Send in any questions you have about movies. I will address them in a video. No matter what video I do, I will address them at the end of any video I do. Reviews, review prediction, vlogs, whatever. Or if I get enough questions, I will dedicate a whole video to just answering questions. But send them questions in. Can't wait to answer them. Can't wait to see them. You can drop your questions down below in the YouTube comments. You can go to my Instagram, DM me, or comment your question there too. So thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. It means a lot that you're even watching this video. I'm just a Star Wars fan, man, and I heard this and I had to hop on. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. I'm done with the Skywalkers, man. I just ugh. That new trilogy was okay at best, but whatever. We're on to bigger and better things. Once again, thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment. Send in them questions. Can't talk right. Catch you guys in the next video.